Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, today is the day. We have successfully removed the starter. We have located what we believe to be is the crack, which causes this thing to basically regurgitate all of its oil out. And today we are going to begin the process of welding up the crack in the block, which is located behind the starter. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little video of what we discovered, and then we'll move forward from there. There it is. That is the crack. Heard around world. It is not pretty. I don't know what that is right there, but that crack goes up and up and up. And down. So essentially we're going to have to weld this entire little area here, which has the potential to be really fun. We're going to have to get rid of these lines right here that's in our way so that we can get up there. But this can be fixed. I think it can be fixed. We're going to try to fix it. And if it doesn't work, then we're going to look at getting a new engine and calling it a day. But I love my little Jamie, and he loves this truck. So we're going to try to fix it. Alright, so we got some work to do, and I will check back to you once we get our next step underlined here. Thank you much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're underneath the vehicle. We're taking a look at yesterday's work. I don't know if you can tell, but that gap has opened up a lot more than what it was yesterday. So we just need to get it opened up a little bit more. That way when we put material in there, we can get enough material to give it some strength. And then we should be ready to put it all back together and find out where the next leak is. As of right now, we're going back with our Dremel and our grinding head, and we're going to continue to V-notch this opening so that we can set it up for a weld. So I'll check back with you in a little bit. Alright, so we are being called due to weather. It's not looking good. Yeah, those are my babies, just so you know. That's my big boy. Big boy Hunter. Technically he's bigger, but he'll always be my little Jamie Bell. Just leave it alone, man. Oh. You gotta take shit apart.
Oh, where am I?
We put everything in.
You want me to like put the hood all the way down?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Get everything as far back as you can, Jamie, in case this thing goes
south
like it usually does.
Alright.
So we're going to keep grinding away on this thing. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to hit it with solder. We just need some weather to work for us. We're a little over halfway done trenching out the crack. And then tomorrow we will go through the process of welding the crack. I don't think we'll be able to go for a start tomorrow because it took us 10 hours to get the starter out, so I'm anticipating it taking half that amount of time to get it back in. So, we're going to go for it though.
Yes.
And I do anticipate this taking more than one shot on the weld. But
It's also going to take a few tries.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be at least twice we're going to do this. I'm just dealing with what I can see in front of me right now and hoping that's all it is. But we'll cross that bridge as we get there. Well, till tomorrow. See you, bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are underneath the terrifyingly large and heavy Range Rover. Praying to God these jacks don't fall. Because if they do, I'm dead. There is the crack. We drummeled it out, so it's a lot more apparent now than what it was before. That little section right there has me mildly concerned. We gotta do a little more drummeling down through here. But I think the top part of it's done. Thankfully, it does appear to stop as soon as it rounds that corner, so it doesn't go all the way to the other side, which is thankfully what appears to be the situation. So we're going to drummel a little bit more. Open this up a little bit more. And then we're going to weld it. And then put everything back together. And hopefully be successful in solving our leak. So wish me luck, and I'll check back with you in a few. Well, day 6 is getting started, and our oil leak knows that we're onto it, and it seems to be rebelling. It likes to cover the area that we need to be in to fix it. So it likes to delay us with random spillage of oil, which is exactly what's going on here. Because it doesn't drip, we walk away, we come back, and there's this big pile of oil. It's almost like it's releasing oil in like spurts. Maybe like there's some kind of a vacuum effect going on inside the block that it slowly lets loose, and then it dumps oil, and then it stops. So it's kind of weird. But we seem to be getting all the bad oil out of it, so maybe that's a good thing. But in a few minutes, we're going to climb up in our little cubby hole right down underneath there and continue V-notching our crack so that we can set it up for a weld. So as soon as we get this cleaned up, we'll be back at it. See you then. Alright. Well, we successfully drained the battery on the Dremel. But our V-notch is looking pretty darn good. I think we're pretty much there for doing a weld. Maybe a little more down in here. But not too bad. Alright, so we're going to keep whittling away on this for a little while longer and then go for the weld. I think we need to do a little more trimming up down here. But other than that, it's not looking too bad. Alright, so we'll check back in with you later. So my darling son Jamie Bell is wire brushing up the area around our weld so it can be nice and clean We really don't want it to burst into flames. Hard to get a good camera angle on this. So we'll just stare at the determination on his face. There's a determined look right there. But we're wire brushing everything up. I think just because I want to, and I think it's a good idea, we're going to go one more round with the Dremel to make sure we've got a really nice deep notch, because I want plenty of material to go in there. I don't want some thin weld. So we're going to go one more round. We got a ton of oil that's got to get cleaned up all around this thing, because the last thing I want to do is be underneath here and watch it burst into flames. That would be bad. Correct, Jamie?
Yes.
Yes, he agrees. So we're going to keep plugging along, get this thing ready for a weld, and we'll check back in with you then. Alright, boys and girls. We have prepped the area completely. And we are now going to go for the weld. My hope is not to set this thing on fire and burn up in the process. I don't want to burn my house down. I don't want to set the garage on fire. I don't want to be underneath this van screaming, "Ow, that hurts, ow, that hurts." So we've got fire extinguishers, buckets of water, wet rags floating in the buckets. So we're going to go for it under a controlled burn. We pretty much cleaned all the oil and everything up. So, with any luck, that oil right there, that's not oil, by the way. I don't know what that is. It ain't coming off. It's probably oil, but it ain't coming off. So, here we go. I'm going to start the process of welding up, and then I'll check back with you, hopefully from underneath here, not on fire. Till then. Alright, boys and girls, we are in the home stretch here. Looks like we might be able to go for reassembly here pretty soon. Crack looks like it's sealed up pretty darn good. Almost like it was professionally done by a professional. So, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think me and Jamie have done an excellent job of prepping and working on this crack. And for some odd reason, I actually think we might be successful. I'm not sure why, but I kind of do. So we're going to do just a little more sanding on this. A little more grinding down on the old weld. And then I think we're going to go for the old reassembly. And what's the worst it can do? Leak?
I hate this fucking dog.
That's my wife right there. She's a keeper. Alright. Well, that's it for right now. I just wanted to show you where we were at.
How do you do this every time?
Everyone else does it too. I fucking hate the goddamn dog. I don't care anymore.
Our dog just ran out the front door, and now everybody's losing their minds. Film, get me some good footage of what our repair looks like.
Okay. It's already recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
talking.
Hold on, I'm trying to find this thing still. Can't really see it. Oh yeah, there it is. So what do you want me to say?
Whatever you want. How's it look?
Alrighty. It looks good for the most part.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you getting a good shot of it?
I'm looking right at it.
What are you filming? Why you... I can't see anything.
I'm looking at it, Dad.
Are you looking right at it?
Yes.
So you're filming the starter? Assembly area?
Yes.
You filming where the crack was?
Yes, I'm filming where the crack was, Dad. I
Are
can
you
see.
sure that you can even tell where the crack was? You might not be able to even see where the crack was.
Shut up.
You might be filming the wrong part of the motor.
I'm not filming. The only part of the motor I can see is that part, which is the where it was.
They got a hole where you can see a big gear.
No, Dad, it doesn't have that at all.
You don't. Well, and you're filming the wrong spot.
Oh
You
yeah,
see, you
yeah.
can't
Oh,
even tell.
woo.
See, I just-
Yeah, it actually looks really good for the most part. You got all the way up there and then all the way over there,
Yeah.
and even right there.
Looks pretty solid.
Looks very solid.
All right. Well, let me see my camera so I can get this train rolling.